more people arriving. So today I'm very happy because I'm together with two of the most important girls in Rouen campus of the hub and one of my colleagues from the recruitment. So I let each of us present yourself, please. Caro, if you want to start.
With pleasure. Thank you, Mariceli. My name is Carolina Burka. I am in charge of the hub here in Rouen, and I'm also in charge of welcoming international students on all our 3 campuses. So very excited to be here. Thank you very much, Mariceli.
Thank you, Caro. Pauline.
Hello, everybody. I'm Pauline, coordinator for degree-seeking students on the Rouen campus.
Thank you, Pauline. And Xiaotong?
Hi, everyone. My name is Xiaotong Puahei, and I'm one of the international recruitment manager in NEOMA Business School. And today I'm a colleague with Mariceli, and today we are here to present you more information about our January intake. Mariceli, I'll let you take the.
Thank you, Xiaotong. So my name is Mariceli, and I'm in charge of the recruitment for Africa and Middle East. So today we are very happy to welcome you here, and we are going to present you the programs that offers a January intake, but also all the services that the school can offer you in this particular situation that we are living in worldwide. So please do not hesitate to write. You have the option down of the chat box. So you can raise your hand if you have a question. It's like a little blue hand that you can raise. You can also write down the questions and we can answer them maybe during the presentation or at the end if we will see. So do not hesitate also to change maybe your name and put the country where you are from. We would like to know where are you from, and yeah, maybe at the end we can see if you want to join us to a specific program, if you have a specific questions for this program, the student services, etc. We are here actually to answer all the questions that you have regarding NEOMA Business School. So I will start presenting our school, NEOMA Business School. I believe most of you know already who we are. We are one of the top 10 business schools in France. So we are very proud to have the triple accreditation, EQUIS, AACSB, and AMBA. NEOMA is actually a fusion between 2 big important schools in France, Reims Management School and Rouen Business School, that fusion in 2013. So we have 3 campuses, Rouen, Reims, and Paris. Every year, we have around 9,500 students, and 25% of them are international students. Of course, depending on the year, we have different nationalities, but we count with around 100 different nationalities every year. Also, our professors are very international. Let's say around 60% of our professors are all around the world. And something that we are very proud that came a couple of days ago out is the ranking of the Financial Times. Our Master in Management is ranked top 5 in France and top 28 worldwide. So the next step, we are going to show you all the programs that we propose for the January intake, so that you know usually we offer programs for the September intake. But of course, due to this worldwide situation with the COVID, we adapt ourselves, and we saw that many of our students couldn't join us in September or October. So we are proposing you an intake in January for following programs. Our Master in Management, which is a 2 years master degree. And the big news is that our Master in Management is a double degree. You have the option to do an MSc in the 2nd year. You choose it as your specialization. So you will go out with 2 degrees. After 2 years, you go out with your Master in Management degree and with your MSc of your choice. For the January intake, we also propose some of our full-time MSCs, as it is the corporate finance. As the name it says itself, it's more focused really for those students who would like to become CFO of a company, that would like to have a view more in the internal finance of a company. Secondly, we also proposed an intake for our MSc Finance, Investment, and Wealth Management. And this is for our track, CFA track. So if you know what the CFA is, it's a very difficult certificate in this finance world. And we have this expertise at school. We have professors that are really experts and will help you to pass this exam. There are more than 500 hours of preparation for the CFA, and we will prepare you for the first, the second, and even to give you some tips for the third level of the CFA. In terms of passing rate, is actually very interesting, our program, because worldwide, depending on the level, but we always say it's around 40 to 50% of passing rate, while in our school, we are around 70% of passing rate for the CFA certificate. Then we have the MSc Financial Markets and Technologies, which is also a 2 years program. It's a long track because we prepare for the certificate FRM. So this is more focused in risk management. Then we have our MSc Global Management, which is a program more generic, I will say. It's for those that have already like a specialization and would like to grow inside a structure and need more knowledge in finance, marketing, strategy, leadership. So it will give you plenty of important knowledge to become the manager of a team. We also propose an intake for our international marketing and brand management. So as the name says itself, it's focused in the brand management. Then we have an MSc in International Project Development, which has their focus in project management. So if you want to work in a company and develop a new production line, or to develop, I don't know, the export department of a company. So it's really more focused in a specific project at international level, of course. Then we also propose our Msc Luxury Marketing, which is our only MSc in Paris for the moment, because you should know that our Paris campus is growing. So very soon we will move to a new area in Paris because we will have a bigger structure. And today in Paris, we only propose executive education mostly. And our MSc Luxury Marketing is the first full-time MSc that is proposed in Paris. And finally, our supply chain management, with it's one of our historical most successful programs in Rouen. It's based in Rouen mostly because we are nearby the harbor of Le Havre. We have also the harbor of Rouen, which is very important. And it's a program where you have all type of backgrounds. But for the January intake, it will be better to have an engineering background from the applicants, because we are focusing in all these quantitatives and materials in courses. So, Seton, I think I will let you explain our visitors how to apply.
Yeah, so, well, Mariceli, thank you for the information about programs which are still available for January intake. So now let's talk about the application. So our application is still open until the end of October 2020 for the January intake. About the eligibility, our MSc program, again, is the 1 year, let's see, 15 months. Actually, we called it 1 year master. We only recruit students with already a 4-year bachelor degree. Or if you have a 3-year bachelor degree, we will need you to have 1 year related working experience after your diploma. I had already received some questions about if I'm studying in M1 in another university, can I apply? Actually, if your M1 doesn't give you a diploma, we will only take your L3 diploma, actually, because M1, we will need a diploma, not just a certification. Well, about English level, we take TOEIC, TOEFL, IELTS, and Cambridge. So as you can see, the minimum score is as indicated in the PowerPoint. Then for the Master in Management, the MIMA program, again, is a 2-year double degree master program. For general intake, only 100% English track is open. So we recruit students with 3-year bachelor degree. Of course, if you have a 4-year bachelor degree, you can still apply. The same level, the same requirement for the English level. So about the application document, basically we will need your CV, your transcripts, your bachelor degree. If you don't have yet your bachelor degree, the moment of your application, you can send us your enrollment certification and give us back your diploma as soon as you get it. We will need also 2 recommendation letters, either from your professors of university, either from your tutor during your internship, during your work, your manager, something like that. Also English score. Only if your previous education was 100% taught in English, then we will not need any English score. Well, for NEOMA, we don't need any motivation letter because during the application, you will see it is totally online. So online during your in your application account, we will ask you questions. I think it's around 7 or 8 questions about your motivation. So again, the application is 100% online and the interview is online too. So you will need to submit all your documents, pay the application fee online, and then we will pre-select your document. Once you pass the pre-selection, we will give you the link to the online interview. And the good news is for the general intake, we still have some available scholarship place. So please do not hesitate to apply as soon as possible. If we see that your academic performance and your interview performance is good enough, we will automatically propose you to apply for our scholarship. And then, yes, here is the admissions NEOMA BS.fr. It's our general admission department email. So as you can see in the photo, we are recruiters behind this email address. So just if you have any question about the program, you are hesitating before different programs, you don't know how to choose, you don't know if you are eligible for one or several programs, just drop us an email and we will get you up based on your region. Thank you.
Just something else, Caro, before we give you, we go to the next slide. I can see that there are some questions about GMAT. There are some people also emailing me directly. So this is very good news. You don't need GMAT for any of our programs, but we only accept these 4 English scores that we wrote in the previous slide. And if you don't have any English test, we have the possibility, once you have submitted your application, to invite you to an online free test. And there was another question that I think already Xiaotong answers, but someone asked again about the scholarships. Yes, we still have scholarships available, and they are asking for the criteria. So there are 2 important points: is your academic transcripts, and the performance at the interview. So I think we are.
So basically, for scholarship, you don't have to do anything special. We will propose automatically if you are qualified. So before we propose anything, you don't have any special procedure. I see someone ask just a question about are this program certificate with RNCP? Actually, the good news is that all of our MSCs are recognized as Grade de Master, which is the highest recognition that French government is giving. So it opens you all the rights as RNCP gave to you before, as you can apply for APS to study to stay 1 year after your graduation, and you can continue to have a PhD level study. So maybe we can answer all of these questions later. and continue with the student service part.
Okay. Thank you very much, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, so right now we'll be talking about the services that NEOMA proposes to international students. Like we were saying, as Mariseli explained, Paulina and I are part of the Hub, which is the Welcome and Administrative Center at NEOMA Business School. The Hub exists in all our 3 campuses, Rouen, Reims, and Paris, and a part of each team is dedicated especially to international students. So we like to call each other actually one team. Whether you come to our Rouen, Reims, or Parisian campus, you will get the same services by the Hub as any other student in the school. So part of that team, for example, Pauline, she's a specialist in the visas and residence permits area. So each member of the team has a specialty, and that's what we're here to help you with. Pauline.
Yes. So thank you, Carolina. If you are non-European, we are here to guide you in your visa application. You can start the procedure as soon as you receive your acceptance letter from the school. And depending on your country of residence, you can apply through Campus France or directly with the French consulate. We have contact in each Campus France. This can help in difficult situations. Finally, if you want to know more about what your visa allows you to do or not to do, you can visit our welcome site and consult our PDF visa at a glance.
Very helpful. Now about housing. So the NEOMA also offers housing to international students. There's 2 different forms of housing that we offer to students. In Rouen and Reims, we've got a partnership with subsidized student residence called the CRUS. And we can actually assign these low budget rooms to international students. So there's a whole housing application that we will offer to you if you decide to come in January. And another option is our housing platform. It's called Stud Appart. Basically, you can log on as a NEOMA student, and then you can register yourself to live in a private apartment, a studio. You could actually live with a roommate as well. There's all different kinds of forms of housing on the platform. So that platform is available in Rouen, Reims, and Paris. And as it's pretty hard to get housing in Paris, it's very helpful to have this housing platform available to our future students. Now, the Hub will also assist international students with applying for the CAP, which is a housing allowance by the French government. It's something absolutely fantastic. The government helps students pay for their rent. They'll actually give each student up to 20% of the rent that they pay. It just depends on your visa and a few other conditions. All that is decided on by the CAP when you actually get here and apply. And also we help students with registering for the housing insurance, which is something that is compulsory here in France. So we just try to make the housing reservation a lot easier for you than it would be for a student coming without our services available to them.
So we are also here to support and inform you for different procedure you have to do, like the OFI procedure once you are in France, opening a bank account, your healthcare registration. You can email us or you can come to meet us for any question or problem you may have.
And once you do arrive on our campuses, you will be greeted, as you should be, after a long trip and your we offer 2 different kinds of welcome days for the fall semester, and depending on how the COVID situation will evolve, we may or may not offer them again in January. In any case, every single semester, we welcome international students during our International Welcome Days, which is a full day organized for you by the Hub and the Scholarship Center. There's a welcome presentation, there's a small buffet for breakfast, we have a lunch available for you, there's a forum to which we invite partner companies such as the bank or insurance companies, just to make things easier for you, for students, so you don't have to run around town trying to open a bank account, but you can do it right on campus. And we usually have a city visit and a buddy meeting or a welcome party in that day as well. And this year, so it was our first time welcoming students on our virtual campus, because we actually just got a virtual campus. It's something very exciting. It was very new to us. But basically, we were on this campus as avatars. Our students met us as avatars, and we had a welcome presentation and then a really fun virtual icebreaker. And there were prizes to be won, and the students who attended our online presentation also got the welcome pack and their student card when they arrived on campus. So either way, whichever makes you feel comfortable or wherever you may be at the time of the International Welcome Days, we will be there to make sure that you feel at home.
And for everyone's safety, NEOMA has put in place sanitary measures. As you are probably already doing at home, it's important to keep your mask everywhere on our campuses and wash your hands regularly.
And just before we finish, I'd like to remind you or inform you that NEOMA has a welcome website directed specifically for international students. You see the link right there. Feel free to browse, to get informed. We have a ton of information on this website. It's actually organized in a way to help you, guide you actually to arrive on campus safe and sound. It goes from step 1 to step 8. If you don't miss a step, you should be here and everything should be fine and dandy. So if you have questions for us, of course you can contact us, which is the next slide. But I urge you as well to kind of browse around the website, because it may answer a lot of your questions before you actually have to ask them.
So, and lastly, for any question, here are our contact details. So see you soon.
Caro, maybe you can answer one question from Daisy, and she's asking if our classes are on campus or online due to COVID. Okay. Maybe you can explain how we adapt ourselves this year.
With pleasure, of course, Mariceli. So this fall semester, as well, everybody knew that there would probably be a second wave of COVID. So just to make sure that the organization of classes wasn't too chaotic, we decided for the fall semester to have classes online and offline every other week. So each program is organized in a way that week A, they're either in class, and then week B, they would be online through Zoom. In class on Zoom, in class on Zoom, and that's how the semester goes. And another part of the population has the reverse. So we've actually cut down the population size on each campus by half. And even in the classrooms are divided, each class is divided into 2 classrooms to allow for social distancing and the sanitary measures to be implemented.
Caro, and I want just to add something. What you say is because I know that plenty of our students ask us, even if we are planning offline courses, because I believe the experience of a student has to be also on campus, we are able to adapt ourselves from one day to another. And for example, in February, March, when this whole COVID situation came and we came into confinement, we managed within a week to put all our courses online. So of course, we don't know what the future will bring, and we don't know if we can stay offline or online, but the important part is that we are adapting ourselves, that all our students are able to finish their studies in the regular time. This is all what we want to do for you. I think Siotong has another question.
Yes, I have another question about the housing. So the question is, when is the housing application will be open for January 2021 in Take Rams campus, please?
Well, I don't have the exact date on me, but I believe it's early November. In any case, any student who is confirmed a student for the January intake will be contacted at the end of October to prepare their arrival in January. And the hub will actually send you a welcome message and make sure that you follow each of the steps on our welcome website. So we send you messages, we organize Zoom meetings such as this to guide you, to answer your questions, and to keep you updated on the current situation, which is changing from day to day. So it's very important that you pay attention to our emails and of course to our Zoom invitations.
Okay, great. I see that we also have questions about our intake of September 2021. Just a parenthesis is that application is on the same website and it's still open already actually since this week. So if you want to apply rather than January, you prefer September, you can start to apply now too.
I can see also the Iman has a question about the living cost. So, Caro, I think you can answer this question as well. What do you believe? How much money do they need to live in Rouen?
Yes, of course. I just want to say that we've got a short list of random prices on our welcome website. I believe it's step 7. And as I'm on the subject, I just want to remind everyone, or Mano will kill me if I don't say it, we have virtual tours of our campuses on the website as well, on our welcome website. So please don't hesitate to go there. It's step 7. So back to living costs, I believe we estimated to be about 700 euros per month, including housing, including the food and different small outings, etc. But actually all of that is described and detailed for you on the welcome website. Step 7 is the step where you arrive in France. So there's a bit about France, about our customs or particular things about living in France. And then you have same thing, a page per campus city, Rouen, Reims, and Paris. And in there you should find a list of just random, how much does a liter of milk cost, how much does a dozen eggs cost, things like that, to give you an idea as well of the prices. So I hope that will help.
Thank you, Caro. I think so. So Ashwin is asking us if they need a code to apply. No, you don't need any code, but there are some application fees. So if you are applying for an undergraduate program for September intake, you need to pay 80 euros application fees. If not, it is 100 euros application fees. There is a question of Iman. I believe we cannot really answer that question directly, but maybe Pauline can help us a little bit. Pauline, Iman is asking how much money should we have available in our bank account in order to obtain a student visa?
For the visa, I don't know if it depends on the country where you are, but in France, to renew your visa, for example, to have a residence permit, you must have at least 615 euros per month on your account. So try to have at least this money on your account. And you can have this money for 1 year, one in everything in 1 year, or 615 per month each month.
We have another question, so Tony, if you want to go for that, is regarding the MSc in Finance. Maybe you can explain the program and
yes, of course. So Msc in Finance, which is available for January intake is the long track. That means it's 24 months. So it will give you a master degree, Master of Science, and this program, the particular point of this program is to have the CFA certificate. So you will have a chance to pass level 1 and level 2. But if you don't get the level 1 for the first time, you will have the second chance. And if you you don't have the level 2 or even the level 1, you will still have the MSc if you valid all the credits of the program. I hope this answers your question.
So maybe to complete what Xiaotong says, what you have to have in mind is what is your first choice? Do you want to apply for the certificate of CFA, or do you are more in the real estate? So if the CFA is not at all something that you are looking for, your intake is in September, because this track only starts in September. And in January, it starts the CFA. But there are some common courses. And this is why, in case that you start in January and let's say, unfortunately, you do not succeed in the CFA certificate, we can put you in the other track. But if there is no, it's quite difficult, this program, do not hesitate to book an appointment with your recruiter. We will put in the chat box a link, a Calendly link. You have access to the agendas of each recruiter of each area. We have 2 recruiters in Asia. We have a recruiter for China, for India, for Latin America, for Europe, and myself for Africa and Middle East. So I don't know if you see another question, Xiaotong. There are plenty of questions. That's
yes.
nice.
I'm a little bit lost about all these questions. So I got a previous question from Mido. Can you tell me if the programs is also available in French? No, unfortunately, all our January intake programs are 100% in English. That's why we need an English score. And again, if your previous education was 100% in English, we will no more need an English score. Another question, how is the work-study program going for specialized master in marketing and data analytics? Okay, so from our side, we only recruit for full-time English-taught master programs. If you want to apply for the work-study, so the apprentice programs for the master, you can contact our another recruitment team. You go to the NEOMA website. As you mentioned, you want to apply for the Master in Marketing and Data Analytics. In the page, you will find the email address of the recruiter. Just drop an email and she will help you out.
There are 2 other questions that are quite interesting, Xiaotong. One is, the school helps us find an internship. So it's what I say to all my students. We have a service called Talent and Career, and we will help you, but we are not applying for you. So if you need some advice regarding your CV, how to prepare your CV, how to apply, we have a platform with over 2,000 offers every year. So we have the Alumni Network of NEOMA. Is one of the biggest network of alumni in France. This network helps our students, of course, to find internship or even jobs after their studies. So yes, we will help you. But there is the second point that Harish is actually mentioning, which is important. You are in France, and it is a big advantage if you use the time that you are here to learn some French. It will be, of course, a big advantage. We propose French courses that you can take during your studies. To have some basics in French will definitely help you to find an internship. The internship can also be done in another country if you prefer. It's not a problem. And then there was another question very similar regarding the part-time jobs for students. So in terms of visa, Pauline, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but usually you can work 20 hours per week with a student visa. Definitely, to speak French will help you as well to find some part-time jobs during the studies. But please keep in mind, the courses are from 8:30 in the morning, minimum until 4:30 p.m. and sometimes even longer, and sometimes you have teamwork to do. So I believe you cannot count in a part-time job to cover all your living costs or the tuition fees. So you have to have a plan B. It will be extra money for living, but it will not cover all your expenses here.
I just want to mention that as we talked about the issue of local language, for all of our Msc Management MIM applications, students, for January intake, we offer 30 hours of French classes for free per semester. So normally it is around 130 euro, but especially this year for the January intake for MIM students, we will offer that. So it means at least for 30 hours per semester, that means, well, the double for 1 year. It will give you already a basic conversation to facilitate your life in France. But if you want to study more, get bigger chance to find an internship, job opportunities in France later, you can catch up other opportunities to participate the events of international students, to speak with French students. We do also have a lot of student association which organize activities. So if you catch all the opportunities to speak with French students, I think it will help you a lot to improve your French level.
I'm very happy. I hear a lot of people interested in MSc Finance, which is exciting. There is a lot about the long track. So regarding the tuition fees, it's 25,500 for both years. So you pay half of it the first year and half of it the second one. And there is the very important question about the APS visa. So as Xiaotong mentioned before, the very good news that we got in September is that all our MSCs are recognized by the state of France. So not only by the Ministry of Work, but by the education system of France as recognized as master degree. It gives you the possibility to have the APS at the end of your studies and look for during 1 year for a job opportunity. And as far as I know, for certain nationalities, as for Indian, they even have, in some cases, if I'm not wrong, 2 years. If you are from India, do not hesitate to contact our colleague Shekhar. I'm sure he knows every single little step if you are in India, how to arrive in France. I don't know if someone is courageous to speak out loud, to ask a question with the microphone and not only in the written form, because we are getting so many messages. I'm not sure we are able to answer all the questions. In case that we forgot, unfortunately, one of your questions, do not hesitate to write us to admissions@neoma.bs.fr. We will write it down in the chat box. Like this, you have our email address, and just in case we forget one of your questions. Very sorry, because we are getting really plenty, which is great. So which other?
Yes, thank you, Mariseli, so Mariseli just sent the general email address of International Recruitment Service. You can just drop an email to ask your questions. And again, here, the Calendly link, you can book a private appointment with our recruiters based on the region of recruitment, so that you can have a 20 minutes talk in private to let us give a deeper look at your profile. And I think we have another question about MSc International Project Management. What are the fees for these programs? As the fees is 16,900 euro for this program of 1 year. What are the posts that I can apply after this program? As Maisili just sent at the presentation, this is a program really focused on how to work out the project. Actually, if you want to be a project manager, you want to create a product, or you want to create a service in a company, this is the perfect program for you. And this program works on topic of project, like each month you have a project built up, a lot of work in team. So it's pretty good if you want to work as this kind of post. Okay, I have a student, EU Chen. Dear ladies, thank you for the presentation. I would like to know where I can find a list of your corporate companies. I cannot really see details via the link corporate company. Okay, I want to know what do you mean by corporate companies? Actually, we involve a company in different levels. For example, in a lot of our master programs, the head of program will invite their network, let's see, professional relations to participate the courses, like give you the speech. They are also the professional in this sector to give you the real study case at this level. And also, as my city said, we have a department which is called Talent and Career Service, who organize the online and offline recruitment events. So we do have partner companies who recruit regularly from us. So a lot of collaboration between companies and NEOMA in different level, let's see. And
Thank you, Sutton.
Yes, go
There
ahead.
is a lot of questions. Maybe we can summarize because there is a lot of people asking for the tuition fees of every single program. Please visit our website. Everything is on the website. And but mainly, Sutton, maybe you can remember everyone. Like we have a structure. It depends on undergraduate, our master in management, and the master of science. So it's around 16,900 for the 1 year, and the 2-year programs, it could be between 25,500 and 27,000.
I'd just like to know if there is any internship during the program of the Master of Science.
Who is speaking? Hello.
Hello, this is Mido. Yeah.
Hi, Mido. Nice to present yourself. Where are you from, Mido?
I'm from Morocco.
Okay, hello. And can you repeat your question, please?
So I told you if there is any internship during the program of Master of Science.
Yes, yes. At the end, we have a 4 to 6 month internship. It can be an internship, or it can be a real job opportunity that you get at the end, or it could be even the creation of a startup for most of the programs.
So the program will last 1 year. That's.
It depends on your profile. It depends on the program you want to apply for. So probably the best middle will be, I am the one responsible for Morocco. So if you want at the end of this session, please send me an email and we can organize a personal.
Yes, I did. It's scheduled for 20, I think, for 20.
So great if it's already scheduled. So it will give me the chance to check your CV and to propose you the best option, the best fit.
Okay.
Thank you, Miro.
Thank you.
I can see also that Tato, he raised his hand. Tato, if you want to ask your question out loud, please.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Hi, yes. So I'm Tato, I'm from Botswana, and my question is specifically surrounding funding for the MSc. I'm specifically interested in either the luxury management or the brand management programs. And I've seen from your website that you have a bunch of financing available, you know, from Kraus to NEOMA funding to even like partnerships with banks. So I just wanted to know, are those all available to international students as well? Or is there certain funding that's specific to French and European nationals and then the rest for internationals? Thank you.
Thank you, Tata, for your question. I will take over since you are from Botswana. Actually, regarding the financing of their studies, it depends. We have some scholarships that are only for international students, for example, as our Excellent Scholarship, which is a merit-based scholarship. If you want to see if you are eligible for that scholarship, please send me your academic transcripts by email. It will give me the time to check if you are eligible. It also depends on the program sometimes. For example, you spoke about our International Luxury Management. This is a double degree. So since it is a double degree, we only propose early bird discount for those that enroll before end of November. We also have, and please, Caro, you can help me with that, the cruise, the help from cruise. I believe it's also some for international students, right?
To be honest, I don't have that information.
Okay.
In any case, it's not for the first year when you arrive in France. So
it's not for the first year. Okay. Anyway, once you have been admitted, if there is another way to finance the studies, there's a specific department where we can transfer your demand, so they will be able. So what's about early bird international scholarships, merit-based scholarships, is through us, through the international recruitment team. Other type of financing is through this specific department. So we can send you our guide. There is a guide for financing where there are all the partner banks for loans. Some, for example, there are some scholarships also from the countries itself. So you can visit the Campus France website. Of course, we shouldn't forget our Eiffel Scholarship. So for those that want to apply for September, and you know that you have excellent, but really excellent background in academic transcripts, you can also contact us, and to see there is a pre-selection from the school, and we will present to the Eiffel Scholarship the best students that apply until November. We need to have you admitted by November this year, because we have to present the file the first week of January, and the school needs to prepare your file to present for the Eiffel Scholarship, which is a great help. It's 1,180 euros per month. So it doesn't cover your tuition fees, but it covers your expenses. I hope that I answered your question.
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
All right,
So
thank you so much.
Thank you, Tato. So we have also a question from Yasmita. If you want to speak, open your microphone.
Hello.
hello.
Hi, where are you from?
I'm from India.
Great, and nice to have you here. Please let us know how can we help.
Thank you so much. Actually, I really need to know about what the placements and the career after the dual degree, the companies and the positions we get after pursuing that dual degree program in Masters in Management.
That's a very good question. Are you looking forward to study in France, to continue working in France, or do you want to go abroad?
Of course, first I really want to gain some experience from France, because as I'm learning French, so yes.
Great. So I believe this is a great combination. And I don't know if you saw my excitement when I say that the Master in Management is a double degree, because it's something quite new. And this gives an international aspect to your CV. So if you know a little bit the French system, and from all French-speaking countries, Le Programme Grande École, our Master in Management, is very well ranked, very well, it's a big reputation. So as I say, we are top 5 in France, which is great news this year. So most of our students, some years, even let's say around 60% of our students find a job even before they finish their studies. And let's say in average, between 3 to 6 months, 100% of our students have found a job opportunity. So the Master in Management is for sure a key to enter in the French market. And the MSc at your second degree will give an international level to your degree, because an MSc is well known from the States until Australia. Everywhere where you go, it's well known, the system of a Master of Science. And the Master of Science gives you I will say like a specialty, some specificity in your CV. So for me, it's the best combination you can get. On the top of that, for the January intake, the costs are lower than for the September intake, and you will anyway get both degrees. You have the opportunity to do the internship during the holidays between the first year and the second year. So it's quite a lot of options. And as I say, our talent and career service, it's not only for internship, it's also after you finish your studies. To find a job. And I repeat again, the network that we have is very, very important, and we shouldn't negligate that opportunity that you have with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yasmita. There is another question from Devanshi. Devanshi, do you want to speak out loud?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you, where are you from?
I'm from India.
Okay, nice to have you here as well.
Thank you so much.
Tell us, what is your question?
Yes, actually, I wanted to know that I have seen that many of the banks are providing loans for the students at 1% rate, interest of rate. So can we get that as being an Indian citizen?
There is a financial guide we can share with you, but I believe that you will need someone to guarantee your loan at the bank. So we have some partner banks that help our students to get a loan, but you will need a French account and someone in France that guarantee your loan. In my opinion, if you don't have anyone here, you should check the options in your country, and really do not hesitate to contact Shekhar, because he knows all the specificities about the Indian market. He's really the expert in that, and he will be able maybe to give you some tips and where to go and how to find something.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We have more questions from Iman. Iman, do you want to open your mic?
Hello?
Hi.
Let me know if you're able to hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Where are you from?
Okay. I'm joining you from New York City.
Wow, great.
Well, thank you so much for your presentation. It was fantastic. And I have a question about the job market and the industries where most of your students and your alumni end up working in. So I've been working in asset management in New York, but after finishing my studies, I'd like to transition into investment banking. And I've already applied, and I'm awaiting my my offer letter. But I was wondering if you provide any opportunities for students to work in investment banking, maybe French investment banks, or maybe opportunities abroad, like in London, Germany. So if you could speak to that.
As I previously said, we help you to find, so we have some partners in all the sectors. And also what is really great in the sector that you are talking is that the professors are really investing a lot of time also to help the students. I know there are a lot of partnerships that the professors are trying to get. We can't guarantee a job opportunity, no? But I think, which program did you apply for?
The 2-year CFA track.
The CFA track. So with the CFA, I believe plenty of doors will be open for you, like in Switzerland, in Germany, really all over Europe. I know that for the Swiss market, for example, the CFA is really a requirement, and there is no many people having this certificate. And Maria, who is Maria Ruiz, our head of the program, she has plenty of partnerships as well. So she has her own CFA certificate. So she's helping her students as far as she can. And our talent and service career centers, they will help also to find a job. There is something we shouldn't forget is today we are in a period that it's a transition because we don't know where the COVID is bringing us. So I think globally speaking, worldwide, we have a situation that many companies are carefully and they are like waiting where the economy is going to employ people. So for me, it's the right moment to do a new degree because right now is the problem to find a job worldwide. But from now in 1 year, I hope, and let's cross fingers because we don't have a glass ball, I don't know how you say it, Caro, to see the future and to see where the COVID is going. But in my opinion, it will be much easier from now in 1 year to find a job opportunity, and even more if you have the CFA and certificate. This open a lot of doors and also increases a lot your salary. I don't know if it answers your question.
No, yes, certainly. And so when, sorry, another question. So the program starts in January, correct?
Yes.
And I believe June marks the end of the first semester. So does that sort of give us a chance to intern in summer 2021? Or do we have to study for the CFA during that summer, during those 3 months?
Yeah, we don't oblige our students to do an internship because you have to prepare really your CFA. It's I think it's around over 500 hours of preparation, but you also need preparation on your own. So I will check if I can share also my screen. Caro, do you think I can share my screen and show you the courses? Maybe
There you go, Maricela.
here. Oh, thank you. So probably you have seen already this brochure. So actually, as you can see, we do not propose any internship. If you want to do it and you get one, you can. But in this period, usually around June is the certificate for the CFA, and I think it's a quite how to say, heavy, very difficult period because the students need really to invest time in the preparation of the test. So, and if in June you weren't able to pass the CFA level 1, you have a second chance in December. So it's difficult to say, generally speaking, how it's gonna be for you. If you succeed in June and everything is passed, of course you can do some internships.
And again, I just want to add something. Please do not forget last year the pass rate for level 1 worldwide is only 42%. So it's really hard.
Can I please? It's me though again. So
I think we didn't see.
Yes. Is the long track, is it taught in English also or in other language?
Yes, only in English.
Okay.
Actually, the difference, and Xiaotuan explained it just before, but maybe with this graphic, it will make it a little bit easier. But Iman, do not hesitate to discuss with Katie. I am sure you are already in contact with her, in case you don't understand. Actually, there are 2 different tracks for the same program. So you have this open line that it's the CFA track that starts in January, and it's a 24-month program, and you have the real estate, which is focused in, as the name it says, in real estate, wealth management, and starts in September. The idea is, if you start in January, we will make the best from our side to... Sorry, it cut. I couldn't hear your question. I think we can't hear Iman anymore.
That wasn't me.
Sorry, man, sorry. Okay, I couldn't see who spoke. Well, as I was saying, so the idea is that you have 2 chances to pass the CFA level 1, but as we say, it's very difficult. So only 70% of the students, around 70% of the students pass. The other 30%, if they don't want to pass it on their own because they had the possibility to continue, but if you don't get the first level, you can't do the second level. So it gives the opportunity to the students to go to the second track, the real estate one. There is a path between, because we have common courses from September to December. All these courses are common courses, and the difference is that here you will continue with the own preparation of the CFA. But maybe this goes too much in detail. I will propose you to contact Katie. I'm sure she can take the time to explain everything in detail.
Thank you so much. And Katie's been a fantastic resource so far. I also see a lot of the courses are surrounding and focused on finance. I was also wondering if you offer any like elective courses, you know, maybe some non-finance courses that are mandatory.
Sorry, I didn't activate my microphone. I don't want to say anything wrong because we have plenty of programs. So I'm trying to check the curriculum of the program, but I am pretty sure we have some elective courses. So I'm checking, for example, the program for finance, investment, and wealth management on the same time. So the first year is pretty, you don't have any electives. Look, Iman, I don't want to say something wrong. I prefer that we check with the director of the program, because this goes really in the specificity of the program itself. So I'm not sure. I believe there are some elective courses in languages, for example. I'm pretty sure you have the option to choose French as a foreign language or another language. But in terms of their courses, I can find elective courses in the program. But if you want, Katie can send you the curriculum of the program without any problem. So,
yeah,
sorry
thank you
for
so
that.
much. No, thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, Seton, there is someone that is trying to, yeah, okay. I don't know, Seton, you have been following the chat. Do we have other questions?
I have been following the chat. I just added the page of Talent and Career about, for Iman, about this finance program, the career opportunities. Maybe you have already seen it. And yeah, I'm replying some private questions that I have received already directly in my box. For now, I don't have any new questions. I don't know if someone want to ask again some question aloud. You can just raise your blue hand.
Well, I believe also that we arrive soon to the end. We have spent 1 hour with you. It was very fast. I didn't see the time pass by. But just that you know, Caro and Pauline, they are always available through the hub email address that they show you at the end of the presentation. And Xiaotom, myself, and all the recruitment team is available for you if you want really to check your profile, your background, your options, your professional project. So we sent it a couple of times, our email addresses and the Calendly link. Do not hesitate to book one, and hope to see you in France very soon. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye, everyone.
Have a nice day or night.
Hi, bye.